So I'm entering the anteroom corridor, and I have on my laboratory scrubs, my laboratory socks and shoes, and I'm going to be gowning in high-level PPE as if I were doing laboratory work or manipulating samples in any way. Again, laboratory PPE is kept down in this cupboard. You will wear a Tyvek suit. You will wear a PPE. Make sure to check all of your seams on your PPE. Make sure that they're intact. Just a quick scan of your seams to make sure that they are intact so that when you put it on, you are protected. Unzip it down. I will be wearing a PPE, which I have been cleared to wear through the occupational health program. PPEs are located in this cupboard. Check your hose on the bottom. Grab a PPE from the shelf. You will be checking your PPE for any defaults. Make sure there's no cracks. Make sure you can read the filter name. Check the belt to make sure the belt is intact as well. You will check your hose to make sure that there is a intact gasket on one end and a gasket on the inside of the other end. Check for any noticeable holes or tears in your hose. You will grab a battery from the shelf, test to make sure the battery is charged, make sure it's intact, attach it to the PPE motor, make sure that it connects soundly, press the button to turn on your PPE. It will go through a series of checks to make sure the battery is fine, to make sure the HEPA filter is fine, and to make sure the airflow is fine. Cover the airflow with your hand and wait for the emergency alarm to tell you that the airflow has been impeded. That makes sure that the system functions appropriately. Once it sounds, take your hand off. It will come back to normal flow, or you can press the power button once or twice. It will either stop the alarm or two lights will go on, and that's the high-level air fan. It's up to you which you use. One light is low-level fan, two lights are two. Here's an airflow tester that is based on elevation and temperature. We have drawn a red line where this orange ball must be above the red line for this motor to be functioning appropriately. Insert the tester in the unit and make sure that the tester is level to the ground. The orange ball should be above the red line. If it is, then it's good to go. Insert your hose into the unit, twist, give it a little tug to make sure it's connected appropriately. You can also test your airflow by putting the airflow indicator firmly into this end of the hose, and again, the orange ball should be above the red line. Replace the tester on the airstrip. A new part of PPE usage is we have a PPE usage log that allows us to track the amount of time that each unit is used to give us an indication of when the HEPA filter should be replaced. So each unit is numbered, so you enter the number, the date you are using the unit, have you checked all of the airflow testing? Yes. The time, that is why we have a clock here, and your initials. Once you leave the facility, you will log your time out in this binder. And this goes back on the bench. We have our filter, our HEPA hoods Each person will have one assigned to them, and they are just command strip on the wall. Again, check your papper hood for any imperfections, cracks, tears. Make sure that your connection back here is in good shape. Make sure that your visor doesn't have any cracks on it. Connect your hood by, you can press it firmly, it will click, or you can depress the blue things and it'll click. Give it a nice little tug. You can tell it's been connected appropriately. Again, you are wearing 2 layers of gloves. Your inner glove is a green glove, your outer glove is a blue glove. You will be taping your inner glove to your sleeve as you did for your low level PPE, and you are wearing shoe covers. When you are wearing a papper hood, you are not required to wear safety glasses because you are in a papper hood. That would be up to you. Again, if you wish to switch into safety glasses, if you have prescription glasses, again, tape firmly both gloves. Put on your outer gloves. The order that you do this process is completely up to you. Make sure, however, when you put your papper hood on, that the motor is running, because it does get nice and toasty warm in your hood. Each hood has 2 layers, and you are going to tuck your inner layer into your tie back, which is why I left my tie back unzipped a bit. Connect your belt, tuck your loose end in so that it doesn't interfere with your work in any way. And don your hood. Tuck your inner shroud in all the way around. And zip up the rest of your suit. Once that's all done, pull your outer shroud down all the way around. Check to make sure you have 2 layers of gloves. You have your papper on and it's functioning. You have your shoe covers on, your tie back, and you're ready to go. Remember, you need to make sure that your access card is available to be able to scan in to get into the facility.
Oh, you lost a shoe cover.
Make sure you have both shoe covers on. That is something that you need to be aware of in the facility, that shoe covers do come off. So be aware of your PPE. So again, we're entering the autoclave corridor. This is the jumping off point to any research laboratory. We have the first laboratory and second laboratory for research. We are in the laboratory and an emergency alarm goes off. We receive a telephone call that there is inclement weather or there is an emergency evacuation of the building required. It is up to the individuals that are working in the facility to determine the level of emergency. But that is dictated by the biocontainment manager, the RO, the AROs, or the department head, Dr. Fox, at this point, to determine whether or not we leave the facility by the normal means, which means you would come to this door, outside of your door, and you would remove your outer gloves. After removing your shoe covers, 1 shoe cover at a time, step over the line. 1 shoe cover, step over the line. Throw your shoe covers away. Throw your outer gloves away. The emergency exit for this facility, once you are inside of the select agent registered space, is this hallway down here. There will be disinfectant at the door, and we will take this disinfectant with us and exit through this doorway. Once in this doorway, you will spray off your PPE. The spray bottle will be used by everybody in here. We will doff our PPE in a pile in this room to be gotten at a later time. Turn off your PAPR motor if you feel you have time. Remove your Tyvek suit the same way you would doff your Tyvek suit if you do not see fire or smoke within this facility. If you see it, you will immediately leave the facility. Take off your PPE. Take off your glove and exit the facility.